politicians, member of parliament like parliamentarians, teachers, lawyers, doctors. I remember we used to look up to them and, you know, give them a level of appellation and adoration where, you know, because we saw them as qualified people, well learned and educated, and, you know, we used to just respect them and say, yeah man, he's a lawyer that you know, he's a doctor that you know, he's a member of parliament that you know, he's a parliamentarian that you know. And we used to just hold them in such high regards. All of that has changed, brethren. All of that gone to the dogs. We expect the children them will watch these people to respect them teacher, respect them parents, respect them elders. But when you look at these, you know, especially the new batch of politicians from the People's National Party, there's a lot left to, you know, to really sieve through. Like I say, yo, we really are going on. When did we get to this point? Is it a situation where everybody does I follow Donald Trump? Like, yo, the man they are the leader for, you know, America. And America is one of the largest, you know, powerhouse on the earth. And I say, what if it's because the man they do that something everybody just thinks, say, yo, this is the way how me I go conduct myself. Because it a work in America, them elected this man here twice, so me I go just always get elected by these people, these Jamaican people, no matter my behavior, no matter my utterances, no matter, you know, my indecorum, no matter, you know, my classless behavior, you know, people are going to just rate me and I'm going to be popular, and popularity is going to reign supreme, so people are going to always vote for me because I'm popular. Is that the new norm? Like, people like Isaac Buchanan and Zulika Jess and, what's your name? Nikisha Birchie. Is that the new norm? Like, just behave, you know, like, boisterously and disrespectful and unruly. And we just, in our era now where you go viral and, you know, from you go viral and people are talk about you and people come in here comment and they post them and them cheer you on and them write the things them under the comment and you feel like say, yeah man, these people are support me, yeah man, so me I continue to do this, you know, me not follow no rules, me no business. Me just I go because me I talk up for the people and people can relate to me. But who are the people who are relating to you? Are those people trying to be, you know, educated? Are those people trying to raise their children to be respectful and educated and, you know, them something there? Are you trying to just reach a set of people where them are going to vote, yeah, and them are going to vote for who them want to vote for, but them people just coming out of the world and them just illiterate and dark and stupid and uneducated and aggressive, and them can just put on a TikTok page and, you know, like I say, yeah man, tap up the live and send the gift them now, and them just decide say, yeah man, I just saw them I go come live like how them see them mama and them papa live. Very aggressive and disrespectful and low down. Is that what we're trying to achieve here? Because check this out. Zulika Jess, she had the shadow minister, yeah, to Mr. Chuck. Then if you had the shadow minister to Mr. Chuck and you know, in your sectorial debate, presented some information, it is only right for the minister to come now and rebut. So if you said some things that are incorrect, it is the members, is it the member duty to point out these things? Is Mr. Chuck duty? That is why he's in this position, you know. Yeah? To point out these things and say, this is incorrect. So when you say JP can't get back money where them spend on certain things, then can't get back a stipend, that is incorrect. Because it has been doing for 3 years. Then, when you say the Justice Sykes, you know, his body has to be fixing up places, that is something that they do. You know, like when it's major damages, the government deal with it, but like minor damages and certain little things, his body deal with them thing there. The body where him assigned to, or the body where him run. So there are so many things that you said that were incorrect. And you don't want nobody point it out? Especially the man where you shadow. You come out, come talk about say the man obsessed with you and you're living at the man head rent free. And you don't want him. What kind of argument? What is that? Fear? A liar? No man, this gone too bad now, brethren. That's why the liar woman from Westmoreland could have come mislead the public, and then when the public pressure reach her, when the pressure reach her, she come out now and tell the truth that her client had $8,600 and he's a Bahamian citizen coming into the country. And we don't know what happened with your fair side of the story. We don't know if the custom asked him if he was bringing in cash and how much cash, and he lied. We don't know. But it is not abnormal for us to be traveling. Now when we go to US, them not ask you for 10,000 we have. They say, how much money are you traveling with today? If we tell them say we don't have no money, and when them search our things them find 8,600, them are go flag we and say we lied. And them are going to find out, why did I lie? Or why did you lie? So, and this is a liar of 25, 26 years. This lady will come mislead. So you're like, who are we supposed to look up to? Who are we supposed to look up to educate us? Who are we supposed to look up to educate our children when people who are quote-unquote scholars or people who are studied in their fields are behaving in this way? What are we trying to do here? How did we get to this point where PMP members are positing things, and these things that they're saying, these things are being documented? But when a US student write a paper, them can't even use the information because the information is incorrect. Or if them use the information and put it in them work, in them studies, it will be wrong. So them go write them thesis, and them can't, or if them do quote one and one, if them quote Zulika just who's a liar, we're supposed to be credible information. When you look upon them, this is supposed to be credible information coming from a liar, You can't quote her. And if somebody correct the misinformation or the disinformation, you have to about the man that look, the man, you don't want the man like the man that look you. This man is 75-year-old. Well, these are some skettle around in the PMP, organization. It's like some skettle take over the PMP organization, some buto, some bugu yaga, yeah, because some root, no say it. It's like, me think it's better for someone in politics, because if me I go into politics, I have to re-elevate myself. Me have to learn certain ethics, rules. Me have to apply myself a certain way. Me not go come behave like me dey on stage a cuss a next artist. Me not go come, hey boy. Yes, me say, hey, SYM. It's a new chapter, it's a new day, it's a new behavior, it's a new me. Because I want people look up to me. And my resume at the end of the day is supposed to speak of how I practice good ethics, good behavior, good principles. I respect.
Madam Speaker, I rise today to sound an urgent, unequivocal alarm regarding an insidious, highly coordinated assault on the constitutional foundations of our sovereign democracy. There's an online petition circulating around the digital landscape that demands the immediate resignation of our duly elected Prime Minister and our Minister of National Security and Peace, as well as the Commissioner of Police. Let us strip away the rhetoric and look at the maneuver for what it truly is: a toxic weaponization of digital platforms engineered to bypass the supreme will of the Jamaican electorate. But, Madam Speaker, our elections are not run on social media platforms. We have a legal and constitutional framework that govern how our political leaders are elected. I will refuse to call the name of the puppet of this petition clown show. Using that name in this house will accord more respect and attention to the undeserving individual. Instead, I will identify the seemingly true puppet master behind this digital circus and one who is the direct beneficiary of such a farce. One whose silence on such a constitutional attack betrays his true motive. Madam Speaker, I speak of no other than the opposition leader, Mr. Mark Golding. I am not suggesting, Madam Speaker, that the opposition leader is the brainchild of this puppet show, but he certainly is partaking in the revenue. This House must recognize that this petition stands in direct, flagrant violation of the Constitution of Jamaica, which establishes explicit lawful pathways for democratic governance and executive leadership. Our democratic system does not operate on the whimsical clicks of anonymous online users or the coordinated keystrokes of internet troll factories. It operates on the sacred and unassailable ballot cast by the citizens of this country. To suggest that a prime minister, a national security minister, and a police commissioner can be removed by an online digital checklist is an insult to the intelligence of our people and a direct threat to the rule of law. This petition masquerades as a pure non-partisan expression of citizen frustration. Yet, its true intent is a deeply deceptive partisan ambush designed to covertly erode public confidence and drive support from the administration that is performing to a desperate opposition. It is the absolute epitome of chaka chaka and slash and burn politics, a calculated attempt by political actors to rule over ruins because they cannot compete on the level of policy, substance, and performance. By standing in the shadows and giving his tacit, cozy approval to a movement that attempts to subvert our very constitutional democracy, the leader of the opposition reveals a shocking lack of statesmanship and patriotism. Any well-thinking Jamaican leader would be incensed at such a plot to launch a coup, to unseat a duly elected prime minister. We must ask ourselves if he thinks that haste makes waste or if he is simply waiting to collect political dividends from an unconstitutional circus. Is this a free poll to test the sentiments of the Jamaican voters? Madam Speaker, there are certainly better ways to stick one finger in the political wind. I call on the opposition leader to do his job of protecting the Constitution he swore to uphold. It is cowardice and beneath the position he holds to hide behind such a reprehensible and repulsive display of disrespect for our established institutions. The reality is that you cannot cook yellow yam on one single dege dege stick of match. And you cannot build a credible alternative government on a foundation of manufactured online chaos and internet rumors. All well-thinking Jamaicans must look at this petition with absolute disdain and frown upon this desperate attempt to destabilize our national security framework. At a time when the elected government of the people of Jamaica, led by Prime Minister Andrew Holness, has successfully driven down murder rates by an unprecedented 29% in the first quarter of the year. These distractors want to dismantle the leadership that delivered it. Both Minister Chang and Commissioner Dr. Kevin Blake have been a team made in crime fighting heaven. Jamaicans dare not forget where our murder rate was and where it is today. We are by no means out of the woods, but we are well on the way and at good speed. Politics aside, there should be an easy consensus from every single Jamaican on this. Unless, Madam Speaker, we prefer to use the blanket of willful ignorance to cover and suffocate our earned gratitude. Those who have been passing this petition around in social media, Madam Speaker, and giving oxygen to it, are guilty of devaluing the currency of our democratic institutions. And if they want to pretend that they are acting out of patriotism, here are some questions you must answer honestly, between you and Jesus. Where was your petition when Jamaicans were being slaughtered by marauding gangs wreaking havoc in our communities? Where was your petition in 2016 when we had 289 violent gangs driving fear into Jamaicans with daily bloodshed? Where was it? Are you now passing around petition because for the first time in 31 years we had less than 700 murders in a year in 2025? An election year. Do you hate progress? Are you just bad mind? Where was your petition when our debt to GDP was 122% in 2016? Why petition now when our debt to GDP has reached as low as 62% prior to Hurricane Melissa, which has allowed us to have more Jamaican money to spend on Jamaican people? Where was the petition in 2016 when our unemployment rate was 13%? Why petition now when we have the lowest unemployment rate in history at 3.6%? What this government is really guilty of is being the most result-oriented government for the Jamaican people. That is the crime of this government. But I have an answer for why you were not passing around petitions when things were really, really bad. You didn't, because the bad was the best your side could do in government. You can't compete, so you circumvent rules and try to gin up the spirit of rebellion and anarchy. This government has lifted the standard of what to expect from good governance. And since you cannot match with performance, you have resorted to sordid and sleazy means, degrading the value of our institutions. Jamaica is not a chaka-chaka state. We have no place for chaka-chaka politics and chaka-chaka politicians. Madam Speaker, while the builder is actively implementing over $30 billion in historic capital investment to modernize the Jamaica Constabulary Force, with digital ticketing, electronic station diaries, and state-of-the-art forensic pathology suites, the opposition is busy throwing corn at common fowl to distract from our historic economic stability. We will not allow the progress of this nation to be derailed by a vocal minority hiding behind screens, attempting to grow a shame tree in the middle of our democracy. Let it be known from this house today that the elected government of the people of Jamaica, led by Prime Minister Andrew Holness, stands firmly anchored to the Constitution, fully committed to defending our democratic institutions, and entirely focused on continuing the uninterrupted building of a safe, prosperous, and resilient Jamaica. I thank you, Madam Speaker, and I thank you all for following this channel and sharing this video. Walk good, Jamaica.